Don't adjust your screens, gentlemen. That is a nail gun in Call of Duty. Yeah, that's right, a nail gun. First, let me start off by saying a big thank you to one of my subscribers. He also runs a YouTube channel. He hit me up yesterday. He said, Gray, I know you're playing the beta, but I just want to let you know I got the nail gun. It's called the DIY Renovator. And he said, if you want to jump on my account and give it a shot, go for it. His name is Dragon1085 Gamer. You guys, I'm going to put a link to his channel below. Y'all go over, check him out, and give him a big thumbs up from me for letting me use his account. And you know what? Let me say this, you guys. What a nice break from Infinite Warfare, all right? This was my first game back to Black Ops 3 since, what, Friday? And I had a great time. I played with this gun in one game. That's it, one game. I went right into Safeguard. Now, when I went in the very first half, it took me a little bit to understand exactly what this nail gun could do. Now, I imagined that it was a single fire, and I was wrong. It's actually full auto. You just hold down the trigger. And I didn't think that you could shoot it all the way across the map, but boy was I wrong. So I died a lot right off the bat. I think after the first half, I was 14 and 15 or something like that. And then I got my groove down and I started wrecking these people. The gun is not very powerful. It's a 2 to a 3 shot up close, 4 to 5 shot at range, and you have to kind of lead the target. But it is fun, man. It is so much fun. And it reminded me of a question that I got on Gray's Mail this last week. And it came from somebody by the name of Ethan Fowler. Now, normally I wouldn't do this, but I started really thinking about this question because of this game right here. I have been so frustrated as of late with Infinite Warfare, not because it's a bad game, just because of the inconsistency in the connections from game to game and the matchmaking and, you know, the snipers. I mean, we've all heard the complaints, so it's been frustrating, and I have not been angry at a Call of Duty game in a really long time. I think it's because I've been doing so well in Black Ops 3 for so long, and then I go into the next Call of Duty and I can't do what I want to do in that game yet, so gotta be patient. Anyways, Ethan had asked me what made me fall in love with Call of Duty. And I thought about it for a little bit, and it's kind of changed over the years because it's not just what you fell in love with in the first place, it's what has kept you in love with the franchise. What keeps you coming back? Now, at the very beginning of Call of Duty and Black Ops 1 for me, what really made me fall in love was that I could be at my house and my friend could be at his house and we could play the game together by connecting online, and we could talk, and it didn't matter if it was 1 o'clock in the morning because I wasn't interrupting his family and he wasn't interrupting mine, and we could joke around on the headset while we play a video game. I still to this day think that that is one of the most amazing things. Many of you kids have grown up with this ability to play online multiplayer, but take it from me, man, I started with an Atari and a Nintendo and a Sega Genesis. That was a dream. To be able to play with your buddies at their house late at night and talk to them on a headset, that's like walkie-talkie. That's like sci-fi when I was growing up. So that was the beginning of it. Well, as I played the game, I didn't like to die. That was just me personally. I felt like I was losing the game for my friends. And so I wanted to get better. And that's what kept me coming back day after day after day. My competitive nature, I wanted to be better at the game. I didn't necessarily at that time want to control the game. I just wanted to be better. I didn't want to be the reason why we lost. But in that process of getting better at the game, I became very good at the game to where I was consistently 1 or 2 in the lobby. Whether we won or lost, I was always the first or second place, and I was like, you know what? Now I'm going to take it a step further and I want to dominate this game. So I really started grinding it out. I really started figuring out what worked for me and my playstyle, what perks, what guns, what score streaks, what rotations in the map, how to understand spawns, and I got really good at the game. I started to view it more like a chess match. I would see what pieces the enemy team was going to play with, what pieces my team was going to play with, and how I fit into that equation and using my abilities to win the game. And that's what kept me coming back in Black Ops 2. But now for me, it's all about the insane things that I can do now. The insane streaks that I pull off. Fast nuclears, 100 kill games, kill change, super kills, mega kills, ultra kills. The things in the game that most players cannot or will not ever do, or if they do, it's like a once in a lifetime opportunity, right? That's what keeps me coming back to Call of Duty. and I still get a rush. I don't know if you guys still get a rush, and I think that's what happens to a lot of YouTubers and many players who have left the Call of Duty franchise, is they no longer get that rush from playing the game. Even when I'm playing Infinite Warfare, I still get a rush when I go on like a 5-6 man streak and I'm moving fast and the enemy is playing into my position. My heart starts racing a little bit and I get excited and I feel like Rambo, like I'm accomplishing something. That inner rush, almost like it's a drug in a way. And I know that sounds really bad, but it's that adrenaline high when you feel like you're just owning everybody. And the other thing is this, you know, growing up as a kid, like I said, you know, we played Nintendo and Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo and all those consoles. Well, you were going up against AI, and the AI was designed on a pattern. And once you figured out the pattern, you could manipulate the computer to win the game. It's really not that difficult in any game. Even on the most difficult levels, you could figure out the AI, and it's all about pattern recognition. When you go into multiplayer, you can assume the tendency of a player, but you still have to calculate the unknown because you are playing against another human being and they have a tendency to change routes and change direction and do different things that you weren't expecting, and that keeps the game fresh. The problem is in a game like Advanced Warfare or currently in Infinite Warfare, when there's overpowered weapons like snipers, there's not enough variation. The worst thing that can happen to a Call of Duty is when there are dominant weapons because it doesn't give you variations in the maps. You want the SMGs and the ARs and the shotguns and the snipers and the LMGs and the pistols. You want them all to work because you want to see it all. It's one of the reasons why Treyarch games are so much fun. So I hope that answers your question. You guys enjoyed this video, hit your thumbs up button, leave a comment down below. Again, thank you Dragon for letting me use your account, and you guys, I'll see you tomorrow on the next one. Bye.